Time once again for the Saturday morning edition of The Law and You. I know it is the very favorite edition of the entire week of attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, it's always great to spend a Saturday morning with you.
Peppermint?
Yeah, how did you know? This is the special holiday blend.
It's
We're getting in the mood.
Yeah, got to get you guys going on the weekend and get you ready for some more free legal advice. And that's what we have this morning. Here is our question. This is from Sammy in Scranton. Sammy says, I own a double block and our tenant is refusing to pay the rent. It has been 2 months and no rent. What do I have to do to evict the tenant? So how does Sammy get that process going?
Well, Sammy, you didn't give us a lot of information. We do need some more information in order to answer this question a little bit better. But, like, do you have a lease or don't you have a lease? If you don't have a lease, then you're going to have to go through the notice process. All of this is outlined in the landlord-tenant laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It is a lengthy process. You're going to have to give the tenant notice. There's going to be eviction proceedings. There's going to be a hearing. And, the tenant does have some very specific rights that are spelled out in that Landlord-Tenant Act. If you have a lease, then the eviction is going to be governed by the terms and conditions of the lease. And if you did write a good lease, then, there might be a way that you can get them out fairly quickly. But it's really going to be, it's really going to be dependent upon, whether he has a lease or not.
Right. And the thing, too, is like from the landlord's perspective, when you get in these situations, the one thing we always tell people is self-help is not an option. You got to go through the process. You got to follow the rules, because with the Landlord-Tenant Act, you can be subjected to treble damages, which would, again, you can be sued for doing things incorrectly as a landlord. So, in these situations, follow the lease, follow the law, make sure you do everything right. And at the end of the day, your goal is just to get them out and not have any major problems.
What should they never do with regard to the locks?
Don't change them.
Don't change the locks. Don't change the locks.
It's all self-help. You can't do stuff like that.
And if you change the locks without going through that process and you don't have a lease, then they could actually bring charges against the landlord.
Wow. All right. So this is a complicated scenario. Our viewers that want some direction and they want to talk to you, how can they do that?
Give us a call, 570-714-HURT. See us on the web, 714hurt.com.
So it's not the type of law we do, but as we always say, we could certainly, get you to either the landlord perspective or the tenant perspective, get you to somebody that handles these types of cases and that can help you out.
Can I get you a cup of the holiday blend
I'm telling you.
before you head out?
You spoil us.
Got to take care of them. Results matter with attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, thanks. We'll see you Monday.
Thanks, Dave.
Don't forget, PAHomepage.com and the Law and You hotline are always open.